Hey everyone, welcome back to the deep dive. Today we are diving into the world of AI
Yeah.
and specifically how companies can use its power without
Right.
putting their data at risk.
Yeah.
You guys sent us some
Mhm.
seriously interesting stuff on Datacom's new Enterprise AI Assistant, and honestly,
Yeah.
after going through it,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I think this could be a game changer.
Yeah.
But let's not get ahead of ourselves, right?
Yeah.
We've got our AI expert here to break it all down.
Absolutely.
So when you first saw this, what was your, what jumped out at you? What was the big takeaway?
I think, honestly, what struck me the most was just how relevant this is right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, every business out there is trying to figure out
Yeah.
this whole AI thing, right?
Right.
They see the potential,
Absolutely.
but then there's that fear,
Yeah.
that what if fear
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
of what if my data gets compromised.
Yeah, because everyone's heard about AI making businesses more efficient.
Right, exactly.
But then there's that other side of it, which is like, okay, but at what cost?
At what cost? Yeah, where's my data going?
Yeah.
Who has access to this?
Yeah, and it's not just paranoia, right? Like, we've seen those big data breaches.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And it makes you think twice.
Yeah.
So it seems like Datacom's angle with this whole enterprise AI assistant is all about control, right?
Yeah, totally.
Keeping your data safe and secure.
Exactly.
So instead of it being, on some random server, they're
Right.
letting companies build their own,
Exactly.
their own AI
It's a
center.
ecosystem, yeah. AI on your own terms.
Yeah, it's like that sovereign solution idea
Precisely.
that they keep mentioning.
Yeah, you get to choose which large language model you're going to use, which is basically like the brain behind the operation.
The AI's brain, yeah.
And you get to choose your own hosting platform. So it could be on your own servers if you wanted to.
Wow.
And you can even decide how much you want to manage yourself.
Okay,
So yeah, it's very much like they're giving you the ingredients and you can kind of bake it.
so it's customizable?
Yeah.
That's super interesting.
Yeah, it's very flexible in that way.
So how does this whole ecosystem, I mean, it sounds great in theory, but
Yeah.
how does it actually work?
So imagine, right, you've got a company and they've got all this internal knowledge,
Right.
all their data, everything, right? This assistant takes all of that, like ingredients, and it creates this mesh of what they call AI agents.
Okay.
So think of these as like specialized bots
Okay.
that are trained on that company's specific data,
Right.
and each one is designed to handle a specific task or a function within a department.
Okay, so instead of just having one big
Right.
AI, it's like a team of smaller.
Exactly. Yeah, a team of specialists.
Wow, that's really interesting.
And because they've been trained on the company's unique data, they're laser focused.
Right.
So that's where that 80% productivity jump comes in.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Because it's not just about automating tasks, it's about
Yeah.
giving these AIs the ability to access, analyze, and act on information
Okay, so
in a way that we couldn't really do before.
Datacom gave us some examples, right?
Yes.
Like what these agents can actually do.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're talking about things like
Things like automating,
automating tasks, yeah.
or like those really,
learning stuff.
the boring stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Yeah.
generating reports.
Yeah, reports, compliance stuff.
Clients, yeah.
Even things like, I think they mentioned redacting sensitive information.
Yes, that's right.
Which is like,
Which kind of brings us back to that tension we were talking about earlier, right?
Right.
Companies want to be more efficient, but they also need to know
Right.
that their data is safe.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this is a way to do both.
It's super interesting, but I do have a question, though.
Yeah.
It's about the availability. Because you said it's a sovereign solution, right?
Right.
So does that mean it's available everywhere?
Well, that's the catch, unfortunately.
Okay.
Right now, it's only fully available in Australia.
Okay.
New Zealand's on board. They're working on it,
Okay.
but they need to have an open source
Right.
large language model that's actually within their borders
I see.
so they can ensure that same level of, data sovereignty.
Wow, it's so interesting how
It's a rapidly changing landscape.
it is, and it really highlights how complex
Exactly.
this whole AI thing is.
Definitely.
Because you have these amazing solutions
Right.
that address real concerns,
Yeah.
but then there are these other hurdles that you have to overcome.
Exactly. And it just makes you think, like, what's next?
Yeah, it really does.
What about data regulation,
Oh, yeah.
and like technological sovereignty in the age of AI?
Hmm.
All these things.
Yeah. It's a lot to unpack.
It is. It's a big puzzle.
It really is. And Datacom's solution is just one piece of it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today's deep dive.
Okay.
But wow, there's a lot more to explore here.
Definitely.
And if you're as fascinated by this AI and data security thing as we are,
Yeah.
we highly recommend checking out. Suggest a related topic or question stemming from the discussion, encouraging continued exploration.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.